Well, hey there. Happy day 880 of What's Shifting Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here at your service, drinking coffee out of my Pursue Your Wildest Dreams cup. I don't know if you've noticed, but I absolutely love different cups, different logos. I just got a new one from my sister, which I haven't used yet, that says, "Though she be but little, she is fierce." I haven't used that one yet. I guess I haven't been feeling very fierce lately. So today, I haven't been able to put my finger on something and why I haven't used the Fierce Cup yet. But when we put our finger on something, this is today's idiom for Supersize Your Business, and it means, of course, to pinpoint or to describe something exactly or precisely. And it's one of those idioms that I can't put my finger on the meaning of, because I get the meaning, but I can't put my finger on the origin of it because I haven't been able to find any information. I Googled it and searched through a bunch of things yesterday, and everybody describes, okay, well, this is what it means, and you can imagine it because you can physically see yourself putting your finger on something, and then you know exactly where it is. Yeah, I get that, but it doesn't help me. It's fine, I understand it, and it's a very common idiom. Use it a lot. I'm like, oh, I can't put my finger on this, or I can't wrap my head around this. I don't quite understand. And it's about knowing what really happens, thinking for ourselves, and actually observing and looking for the facts in a situation. I grew up in the quality world, right, in corporate America, and often things would happen that we would believe on the surface were impossible. But when we dug in and looked at our processes and procedures and systems, we often found that the impossible that people were giving us evidence of indeed had happened, or it was possible that it could have happened. So I learned a long time ago to take the impossible word out of my belief system and know that absolutely anything you can possibly imagine is possible. Anything can and will happen, right? Whether we believe it or not. And a lot of people are like, show me the money, show me the proof. And some things we can prove. You're never going to be able to prove your opinion about anything, right? And so I just, political years, I step out and I just choose not to participate in all the BS, the drama, and all the crap that's going on, especially the manipulation in the media. And by media, I mean news channels, reporting agencies, magazines, newspapers, any kind of media, and anything on the internet, right? Because it gets ridiculous and vicious and mean. And it's a certain group of people, and it's not even by party lines. It's a group of people in any organization that are negative, that impact so many others. It seems like the negative and the bad elements in anything are so much louder than all of the reasonable people and all of the people that think for themselves. And so I choose not to participate in a lot of it because, number one, it's not good for me. Number two, I don't need to change anybody else's mind. Guess what? You get to have your opinion. I get to have mine about everything. We can all disagree about what color this actually is, if we wanted to. Same thing with anything. My opinion is that this is a shiny red. Somebody might say that's a fire engine red. That's a whatever red. And we could go on and on and on. It doesn't really matter. We all just see red. Unless you're colorblind, then you don't see red at all. So it doesn't matter. We all get to see and experience our life from our own perspective. So I'm thinking about that today, about putting my finger on something and really understanding what's important. Because guess what? A lot of what we argue about and don't understand, because we really don't have all the information. We don't really have any information, any of us personally, for the most part, to decide anything about anybody else, including our significant others, or the President of the United States, or people in a political party that we may or may not agree with. Anything. We don't know. We only ever see just the tip of the iceberg of one another, right? And as much as we try to be open and honest and communicate and authentic, it's still only the tip of the iceberg. I spend about an hour a day every single morning, first thing in the morning, creating videos, making videos. And most of them are like improv. Here's the topic and I talk about it. For a lot of reasons. For personal reasons, because I have very limited vision and I don't have the ability to script everything out, plan it all out, write it down, and then read it or have notes in back of me to read in order to communicate. I could do it years ago when I wasn't on video and I wasn't presenting. When I was presenting in corporate America and in my businesses, I could have notes and cheat sheets and things. Now, I could have them, but I couldn't read them. And I guess I could probably get one of those ear things where something could talk into my ear. But how annoying would that be? How disruptive would that be? I'd be talking worse and in more circles than I do already, saying the wrong thing. Actually caught a part of one of my videos yesterday where I said past, or I said future when I meant past. And I'm like, okay, well, how confusing a message is that? It confuses me, and I'm the one that said it, for goodness sakes. But oftentimes we say the wrong thing, or we say it less eloquently than we wish we had said it, or in the wrong tone of voice. It's real, it's raw, it is. But even me, right, who's out there every day for at least an hour a day, if you wanted to, you could watch all my videos. I do 4 or 5, or I think between 3 and 6, depending on what I'm doing in my life and in my businesses and out in the world. Right now I'm doing a Get Up and Go challenge, a 40-day challenge, so every day I'm doing an extra video for that. I started out doing it live. I was going to do it live. I had every intention of doing it live, but I hang out with my granddaughter 5 days a week, and sometimes, she's 5 now, she just turned 5, sometimes a 5-year-old wants your attention right when you're trying to do a live video. And so a few days into it, I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm going to record it. So I just record it first thing in the morning when I do my other videos, and then I share it at 11 a.m. Central Time every single day. And then people can ask questions. And I don't take it down. I know people like to create scarcity and sense of urgency so that you'll buy their stuff. So I'm not really selling anything. I want you to just absorb the information. I leave my stuff up. If somebody wanted to, they could go and they could backtrack and they could find almost everything I've ever created and put out there online. And I'm talking thousands and thousands of hours of information and of stuff, right? Just in the last, since I started my podcast in 2018. Since then, I've done 3,100 and some odd episodes. I think almost 3,150, right? Episodes on the Pajama Grandma podcast alone. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. But yet, that's still only a little piece of me, right? Even if I've told all my stories, which I definitely haven't. I mean, I'm 60 years old. I got lots of stuff, lots of stories, lots of experiences that I've been through that I could definitely share. But I only try to share the ones that make sense with the topic that I'm talking about, right? So that's still, even being out there unapologetically as who I am, an hour a day, it's still only 1 out of 24 hours of my day. What the heck am I doing the other 24 hours of my, or 23 hours of my day, right? A lot of things, and I've got to stop saying right. I picked up right from my amazing little granddaughter, and I realized I'm using it all the time in my videos now. I need to stop that. It's like saying or oh. I need to clean up my act and not do those things. Self-criticism, there we go. So, Get Up and Go challenge, videos, authenticity, thinking for yourself. We only see the tip of the iceberg of anything, and we can never assume another human being's intent, because we just don't know unless we ask them and we say, Joe, did you intend to disrespect me when you called me a bitch? Right? And if he says yes, then I know his intent was to disrespect me by calling me a bitch. Otherwise, I could assume he called me a bitch for all different reasons that might not have anything to do with it, right? Maybe I took the last donut. Maybe I cut him off in traffic. Maybe I stole his parking spot, and that's why he's calling me a bitch. I have no way of knowing unless I ask and he tells me, right? No way of knowing. So let's not assume, because we know what assuming does. It makes a you know what out of you and me. Love that. Learned that as a kid. So true today. And so let's not assume about one another. Fun challenge today was about, I don't remember, day 171, 365-day challenge. Do one fun thing every day. I gotta tell you, 2020 was the perfect year for that, since I am hanging out with my granddaughter every day, since I am, 5 days a week, since I am looking for more fun in my life, right? Less boring, more fun. Less boring, more fun. Some days it works, some days it doesn't, but I'm doing at least one fun thing every day. And I think, I don't remember, today was something that starts with a D. Obviously, too many things going on. Doing a lot of, for the Get Up and Go challenge, today was day 26. Progress again, going through the SOAP model, and talking about how to, and it's more than just facing challenges, right? It's challenges, obstacles, failures, any type of change in our life. How do you deal with that? How do you handle that to guarantee that you're going to come out better off after the change, whether it's a good change or a bad change? Sometimes good changes can be just as stressful and require as much or more from us than negative changes. I would say getting married for me required more changes in more areas of my life than when I had my kidney surgery, right? Kidney surgery, 8 weeks later, good as new. Married, 25 years later, way worse off. By choice, okay? But I'm just saying, so sometimes good changes can be as impactful and as stressful, and we can use the SOAP model on them as well to make sure that we're living the life that we choose. Ticklish throat. My kids are coming home for the 4th of July, so I'm going to start prepping and getting ready for that today. I'm super excited. I haven't seen them for months because of COVID. My daughter is out living with her husband and her dogs, and usually I get to see her and the dogs a lot. Her husband's been working and training in Colorado to be a lineman, a journeyman lineman. And I believe he's done with his training. He's just waiting for the test to come up. I'll have to check with him on that. I haven't really talked to him because he lost his cell phone at work the other day. But my daughter and son-in-law and the puppies are coming home with their dogs. They're not puppies. They're pretty big dogs, medium-sized dogs. So I'm excited to see all of them. So I want to do some work and prep on that this weekend, as well as continue through the challenge. I'm also doing some branding coaching. I've got a branding coach and a branding team that I'm working with, it's really exciting, but it's some hard brain work for me. It's all about online narrowing down and picking that one thing, that one focus. And for some of us, especially the older we get and the more things we've done and the more interests we have, the harder that is to pick that one thing. So look for, ducks in a, God, knocked my ducks out of the row. Got to pick them up. Got to get my ducks in a row. So working on that as well, and a bunch of work for that, plus a couple of working with other people, and killing off Pajamagrama, not killing her, but dissolving her through the course of the next year, because Pajamagrama is one that does the fun challenge. Doing that, changing that out, and then making some directional changes in what I'm going to do going forward. What do I want to do? Do I want to show up every single day? I've been doing it for 3 years now. Do I want to keep doing it forever? Good. I guess it's kind of a habit for me now to show up live every day. And, it's for the people that it serves. It's for the people to catch it when they catch it. I don't even watch my videos every day, so I certainly wouldn't expect anyone else to. But it's out there, it's available, and it's who I am. I want people to know who I am, because I only work with people that I resonate with, and you should only work with people that you resonate with. If you hate your job for a reason. It's not right for you. What does that mean? Yes, you're going to have to make a leap of faith and go get another job. Heck, go get another job while you're in your job. Go get another job while you're working from home. Find another job or another thing to do while this has been the best time ever for doing that, because millions of people lost their jobs. It's a great transition time. And transitions are a change. They're a challenge. But we go through them all the time, whether they're of our own design or not. So you might as well make them of your own choosing instead of let it be chosen for you by default. All right. If you have any questions, if I can help you in any way, hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow with another report of how's it going as I transition from the offline brick and mortar corporate world to the online world of business. Have an amazing day, and I will be with you tomorrow.